What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5 for the first time. My name is Brent. I'm watching Babylon 5 for the first time. Today's episode, Season 4, episode... I don't even have enough fingers because it's episode 13. The name of the episode is, okay, it's a weird one. Rumors, Bargains, and Lies. I think I have that in the correct order. Rumors, Bargains, and Lies. I remember my prediction of this one from last week. I said that this is Babylon 5's In the Pale Moonlight. Sheridan is going to do something super sketch to try to bring in all these people to this new alliance that it seems that he's forming yet again. He had to make one for the Shadow War. I don't know what happened to that one, but it seems like they're making a new one. And he's going to do something real shady to bring them in. Also, I said it'd be really super cool if it somehow involved a Londo and Jakar buddy cop type situation. I don't really know what happens. Don't tell me. I'm getting ready to watch, and don't spoil it because, as I said, this is a first time watch. So we always ask no spoilers down in the comments when you comment down there. And we always appreciate when you guys do that. Also, please like, subscribe, share the video, all that sort of stuff. And if you want to support the show, you can check us out at patreon.com/Babylon5First. That's the number 5, the word first. And let's jump into this week's episode, Rumors, Lies, and Bargains.
I think it's doing better.
Good morning, Captain.
Top of the morning, Captain.
Captain?
He's got something on his mind, doesn't he?
So, Captain, Ivanova tells me you convinced Londo and Jakar to go along with your idea about putting White Star ships along their borders as a peacekeeping force.
Maybe we shouldn't.
I agree.
Well, anyway, it's good news. Though it's going to be tough.
It's an interesting...
to get the other aligned worlds to go along with.
It's an interesting patch on Zach's arm. I haven't noticed that before. I haven't noticed any patches on the arms of these new uniforms. I can't really make out what that is, but I'm kind of curious to see what it might be.
Oh, there.
Yeah, here. Yeah, I know. Every time you try to get them to do something for their own good, they figure that you've got some sort of a hidden agenda. And getting legal authority from each of them to make arrests, not a chance.
Such a pain in the ass. It's like every 4 months we got to start all over again.
That's what I was just saying, right? What is he doing?
Oh, sorry, nothing.
No, you're right, Zach.
He's got-
Getting them all on board is going to be
He's got
hard,
like an
so.
earphone
for most
in
of
his
them,
head where he's listening
the
to
Raiders
something.
and the Drakh are just potential problems. I mean, they really haven't hit that many places so far.
They don't see the trouble until it's right up on top of them, and then they run around like they're crazy.
He has to. He's got to have a headphone in or something.
Is
An
there something
earpiece.
you'd like to share with the rest of the group?
No.
Anyway, I hate to have to go through this again, but I think we're stuck with it.
That's it! I got it! Ha!
It'll work. If we try to talk the other races into letting our ships operate along their borders, it's going to be nothing but grief. Hell, it took months to pull them together the last time, and that was with the shadows breathing down their necks. I don't want to go through that again any more than you. I am tired of doing things the hard way. There's an easier way to convince them.
And how do we do that?
By not convincing them. Listen, Marcus, after you've finished your breakfast, I want you to take 3 White Stars out to Sector 87 and wait for orders.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know yet. But trust me, this is going to be great.
Just checking.
This is the way he is after Delenn's been gone for 3 days. I don't even want to know what he's going to be like after another week.
Okay, so Sheridan has a plan to bring other people into the alliance. Okay, go figure. That's exactly where it was going. I don't know that it's shady, not like what Ben Sisko did, but he's certainly up to... Did he say we're going to do it by not doing it? We're going to bring them in by not bringing them in? Please, for the love of all that's good and holy, let this turn into a comedy episode. That'd be so great.
Delenn, fighting has broken out in the capital. They fear it may spread to the outer cities.
Civil war.
Yes.
Oh.
It started.
The Minbari have a civil war that has started. Maybe not a comedy episode, but whatever's going on there with Sheridan, maybe they're doing something like that because like Delenn's portion is going to be really heavy, and so they need something to kind of balance out the lighthearted nature of that with Sheridan. I don't know. I'm in. Let's find out what happens.
But you want to keep the patrols in place, yes?
Absolutely. And I have told Jakar the same thing.
Well, Captain, you will forgive me if I appear a bit slow. I have studied your race quite a bit, and there are still several aspects of your psychology I don't understand. A place called Winchester Mansion, with stairs that go nowhere.
I remember that
Something
place.
called country and western. And the less said about the comedy team of Rebo and Zuti, the better.
You don't like Rebo and Zudi?
Is that new?
They're hysterical.
Are they? I'm sorry. I apparently mistook you for a human with some taste and sensibility. After their last broadcast, everywhere I went on the station, someone was going, Zooty, zoot, zoot, at me.
It was a great routine.
I didn't get it.
Not my problem.
My point, if you will allow me to make it, is that there is much about the human mind that I don't understand. So perhaps you will explain to me how allowing your ships to patrol the border of Centauri space will inspire the rest of the League to do the same if I can't even tell them that we are doing it.
Londo, trust me.
Londo's got a point. I don't.
Zudi, zoot, zoot. I love that.
Is that what? Didn't Lennier say that? Like he was like zoot 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 zoot. Didn't he do that? Like, isn't that a like a GIF for him doing that? Is that what he's referencing? I don't know why that's supposed to be funny. This thing looks like a whale's baleen teeth. Uh-oh. Is it Neroon? Well, she is walking with some purpose. She is moving. Uh-oh, they're staring off. Interesting.
Hello, Neroon.
Delenn.
It's interesting. Delenn is standing in front of her people. Neroon is standing in back of his people. Also, I remember from that episode a long time ago when the dude Wells, I think his name was Wells, back in season 2, end of season 2, beginning of season 3, when he came to the station, everybody was like, hey, it's Neroon. Hey, it's Neroon. I totally can see it now. Totally can see it. Okay, interesting. Juxtaposition.
I need to speak with you. Alone.
Given the fighting that's going on back home, I should think you would be very worried to be alone with one of the warrior caste.
I would, if it were anyone else but you.
And why is that?
Come with me.
Because he bent the knee and called her Intilza, or whatever the phrase is. Why have we just forgotten that was a thing that happened? You know, like, why did we forget Bester wanted to join your war is now my war? And why have we forgotten that Neroon bent the knee? It bugs me, y'all. Unless this is picking up on that thread, it really bugs me.
Treating them like honored guests after all they've done to us.
The warrior caste cannot be allowed to win this war. The religious caste cannot be allowed to win.
You should have thought of that before you broke the Grey Council. This has been building ever since the war. The fire cannot be stopped. It will have to burn itself out before the two sides will listen to reason.
And how many cities will be burned to the ground by then? How many lives will be lost?
But we are two against a world gone mad. What can we do against that?
Nothing until we get their attention. For that, I need your help. Will you give it?
It's a challenge, and I have always liked challenges.
All I can say is, we certainly wouldn't be there if we weren't wanted.
Then they asked for the ships.
I can't confirm that.
But you're not denying it either.
But not denying it doesn't make it true any more than not confirming it makes it false. Are you with me so far?
He's screwing with them.
Ambassador, there are so many things in the universe that are, and so many things that aren't. If I were to take the time to deny all the things that aren't, we'd be here for centuries, wouldn't we?
I get it.
Huh? Well, I gotta go.
Captain, the Centauri are a prideful people. They wouldn't ask for help unless they were afraid of something. If that's true, we deserve to know what it is.
I'm sorry. I can't say any more. Now, if you would please, excuse me.
Okay. So I get what's going on here. Basically, Sheridan is planting doubt and questions in the minds of these Drazi and presumably the other league. Basically, he's instilling FOMO, fear of missing out, in all of these guys to make them want and request White Star representatives and to try to get everybody in, because if they see it over there, then, oh my gosh, we don't really know what's going on, but we should have something. It's kind of like when you go to Disney. The weirdest thing, a line will form and people will get in the line not not actually knowing what it is. Like it is a true thing that happens there. It is ridiculous. And I think that's what Sheridan's up to. That's why he's like, no, don't tell anybody what you're doing. Just let it be there and deny it and create this sense of mystery around it. And they're going to want it because of FOMO. This is Inception on, I can't even say a deep level. It just is Inception. That's what he's doing. He's putting the doubt in their head, making them think it's their own thought. That's so funny.
Marcus, you're in position.
Got here a little while ago. We scanned the area, but there's nothing here, just a bunch of asteroids.
Good. I want you to target several of the asteroids and destroy them.
I see. And then?
Then come back.
That's it?
Yes.
Shoot a bunch of rocks and then leave.
Correct.
Is he going to have them thinking like they're shooting at ships?
May I ask?
You may
but not know what they're actually shooting at?
I have neither the desire nor the inclination to explain them to you. Now, if you're incapable of carrying them out, let me know. Otherwise, I'll expect to see you when you've completed your mission.
Understood.
Captain, is everything all right?
Fine, excellent. Couldn't be finer. Why?
He probably should tell Delenn. Or not Delenn, Ivanova.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Everything else here all right?
Fine.
Good. Well, I'll leave you to it. I have to stop by MedLab and talk to Stephen. There's something I have for him to do as well.
He is getting way too much enjoyment out of this.
Must be terrible trying to fly at night without running into entire planets.
Are you saying the Centauri do not know what ships are patrolling their borders?
No, of course we know. The Maker has gifted us with great big eyes and great big scanners and great big... Well, that is no concern of yours. Look, isn't there someone else you can go and harass? My life is already so full of joy as it is.
Then you flatly deny that you asked Sheridan to use the White Star Fleet to support your government and protect Centauri space.
Absolutely. Anything else?
No, that will do. Thank you.
Open! It would tear our caste apart and guarantee our loss to the warriors.
There is another way. But it will mean sacrificing all we have, and all we will ever be. For the good of everyone, this ship cannot be allowed to reach home.
Are they going to blow themselves up?
I will put this into position and await your signal. To think that one of our own should turn against us. I think I will welcome the great sleep that I might never again have such thoughts.
There's no way. I mean, first of all, I already know this isn't going to work out. Lennier's not going to get it, is he? We're not getting rid of Lennier, right? Like, he makes it all the way to the end, right?
I just stopped by to ask you to plan a story for me. Something I just want you to drop into the broadcast. I just want you to mention that nothing happened today in Sector 83 by 9 by 12.
But, sir, I just got a status report from CNC a little while ago, and that sector's been absolutely quiet.
Exactly. So, just relax, because what you're saying is absolutely true.
That nothing happened there today. Casually mention that nothing's going on.
That's right. Make a big deal out of it. As much as you can, given nothing happened.
10 seconds.
Well, I better get out of the way. You're just about to go on. I'll talk to you later.
But, first, one brief announcement. I just wanted to mention for those who have asked that absolutely nothing whatsoever happened today in Sector 83 by 9 by 12. I repeat, nothing happened. Please remain calm.
That's my sector.
Did you hear? Yes. And I just learned of an attack by 3 White Star ships.
What did they attack?
We do not know. Our scanners could not pick up anything in the area. Only asteroids and debris.
White Stars do not attack asteroids.
I know.
They do now.
Then the enemy must be invisible. Some new cloaking system.
Yes. No wonder the Centauri asked for help.
Captain, we insist you must put as many of the White Star Fleet as you can around our borders.
Now just hold on a minute.
We speak for the entire League.
Doesn't matter. I can't put them on your borders without the proper authorization to intercept raiders and other ships entering or leaving the area. And since you're not likely to give me the authorization, that, as they say, gentlemen, is that.
Incorrect. We will provide them with full authority. You cannot hide behind that, Captain.
Yeah, he just did it.
But what if I need them for a larger mission?
Sheridan's got a hell of a poker face.
Then we will accompany them, so that we may show our own support for whatever it is you choose to do.
You have no choice in this, Sheridan. The League has spoken. You will bring the White Star Fleet into the League of Non-Aligned Worlds. In return, the League will support any action taken by the fleet.
And I can't possibly talk you out of this.
That's okay. So that's it. That's what they needed. That's what they needed. That's so funny. That's genius. That's absolutely genius.
Afraid not.
Great writing by JMS. Great writing. All right. Well,
I guess you're right. I don't
guess.
have a whole lot of choice on this.
You guys got me.
I'll have the diplomatic papers and treaties drawn up this afternoon and delivered to each of you by the end of the day.
Good.
He's already got them done.
You may go now.
You may go now. You may go. Dismissed. And now he's going to laugh. And now he's going to laugh.
Yes!
Oh, that's so good. Oh.
I was passing a maintenance tube on my way to see you when I smelled a discharge from the fuel system. There was no time to call for help, so I crawled in.
Lennier is not narking on his people.
Shut the valve. There was no other choice. If I had waited, it would have been drawn into the air recycling system.
You're sure it wasn't sabotage?
And Lennier's lying.
If some of the warriors.
He's lying through his teeth, man.
No, I think we can be fairly certain the warrior caste was not involved.
You could have told her the whole truth. No one here would have blamed you.
If I had told her the whole truth, it would have destroyed her belief in the strength and the wisdom of our caste. Delenn does not walk in the same world that you and I walk in. She does not see the same world that you and I see. In her world, we are better than we are. We care more than we care. I much prefer her world to that of my own, and I will not allow anything to threaten that. Do not thank me. I did it for her. I did not do it for you. In future, I would suggest you try to see the world through her eyes sometime. It might lead you to make fewer fatal mistakes. Now go away. We'll be home soon, and I will need all my strength to deal with the new problems without dwelling on the old ones.
That was the most half-hearted that Lennier could give, but, you know, he's forgiven. Medical issues. That's neat. That's a really interesting idea from Lennier. She doesn't see the world the same way that you and I see the world. She sees it pure. She sees it for the way it should be, not for how things are. And honestly, that's a better way to be. I would like to be like that as well. I really would. I would prefer to see and believe that things are better than to be somebody who walks around cynical all the time. And if that means that sometimes I am proven wrong or disappointed in people, then so be it. That's just me, though. I'm now noticing President Clark with a slash across his face. I think Jeff mentioned this to me last week. It's interesting. They could have picked a better spot for Ivanova, though, or a better picture for Ivanova. All right, let's go.
Rumors have reached us concerning fighting going on in the capital city of Minbar. On the chance that anyone on Minbar might be monitoring the stellar cast, we send them our best wishes and hope they come through this safely.
Uh-oh. That's your girl, dude. That's your girl.
Delenn.
Uh-oh.
Lennier, what is it?
Neroon is gone.
Message from Alit Neroon to Shakiri, Shy Alit of the warrior caste. The mission has been successful. I have access to their plans to counterattack our forces in the capital city. They can be stopped, and stopped easily. The religious caste is divided, and their support is weak. It is as you said, Shakiri. They do not have the stomach for a prolonged conflict. Tell our ships to stand by. Victory will be ours within the week.
Neroon's double-crossing her. All right, well, that's the episode. You know, you guys have all said out there that nothing drops. Well, I clearly remember Neroon coming in, bending the knee to Intilzah. They even referenced it just a little bit, only they referenced not the bending the knee part, but the I fought you on it part. Neroon comes to an agreement with her, and then turns out he's completely double-crossing her. We're going to pick up on this in the next episode. I guarantee you we're picking up on this in that episode. But the rest of this episode was really fantastic. Lennier talking about that spot where Delenn sees the world as it should be, this idyllic version. She believes in people, believes in the power of people. I'm like that. I believe. It's honestly, it's a lot of the Star Trek idea in me. I know this is Babylon 5, but you guys understand the premise of our show as a Star Trek podcasting veteran and analyzing this vision of the future that we talk about all the time. We believe in the potential of humanity to do so well. And I believe in that. I believe in you. Delenn feels feels that way. And he says, I'm not going to let that be destroyed, because honestly, it's a better way to live. I've already talked about it, but I think that's interesting. We're going to talk about that more with Jeff. The rest of this was hilarious. The whole thing with Sheridan getting these guys to come in, the inception level, making them believe something that they think was their own idea, but really it was him putting it in there the whole time. It was fantastic. So good. So good. Well, hey, listen, you guys make sure you join me on Monday when Jeff and I are going to get together. We'll discuss everything having to do with this episode and more. We're going to dive real deep into it. Until then, you guys like, subscribe, share, do all those things that you're supposed to do out here on YouTube. And we'll see you then, guys. Be good.